Alrighty.
Whoa. Lord Tyrion is now a 43-month resubscriber. You're a real pal. Happy Christmas Eve.
Thank you, Tyrion, for the very long chain of subscriptions. And yes, I hope it is chill metaphorically, other than literally, because it is freezing over here. Yeah. And it's like, it is, what is the weather right now? It is 0 real feel, so the wind chill is, minus 22. So it's a smidge chilly. All right. Hey, Nox. Alright. It's good I barely have anything to set up for this one, so that is good. Not really, especially since... Oh, also I just realized I probably should do this because it's... Actually, I'm gonna need to do some audio thing on the fly. Setting up playlists actually is not that hard, thankfully. That is one thing that YouTube is nice about. Which, speaking of which, let's go ahead and get this party rolling. Also, I just realized I got the thing wrong on the Discord. Whoops, we are not doing Mizurna Falls today. That's tomorrow in Haitian. So, let's go ahead and get this party started. Yeah. Hey, Bob. So, hello. I am back from break. Back from my 1 weekend of vacation. Although I didn't really leave. I just decided not to stream because I had company. But I am back. And I don't really have anything else to say other than that. So, tonight we're doing something a little different. We will not be ranking any of retro things. Instead, we will be watching a number of retro-ish things. Because there was a retro rank relief goal that was basically, what if, or basically, I've done this in the past, and it's a common streamer thing nowadays, in which we are, we'll just watch YouTube. It is the weekend of Christmas and soon to be the New Year. So it is also really goddamn freezing in the country right now in certain spots, like the spot that I'm in. So it is a perfect time to get nice and cozy and watch some. Not everything's gonna be super cursed tonight, but it is some interesting things. I had enough things that I just kind of. I was gonna like, hey, request some stuff, but it turns out I actually had enough things that I wanted to look at that we didn't need it. Yeah, we're just gonna be watching YouTube tonight. I have picked some things that are a little bit nostalgic to me, are other videos that I just find kind of fascinating. But yes, yeah, we're just watching YouTube. There's not really any other preamble. Let's just go ahead and get this started. I have a preset playlist, and that's just gonna basically go, and I'll kind of explain what we're doing as it comes up. So, let's go over here. We are going to start out with some commercials that aired during the holidays. This is Dave's Archives, a very good repository on YouTube of retro commercials. So let's start with this. Because it is the holiday season. Also, I don't know if I'm going to actually be uploading the VOD of this to YouTube because this could be a potential copyright nightmare.
Merry Christmas from Payless.
Rest. Oh, hey, it's an Atari 2600.
And again, save on sports, strategy, and action games like Pac-Man, Defender, and Berserk. Your choice, $24.88. Plus Star Raiders at $29.88. Choose from Street Racer, Space Wars, Surround, Football, Bowling, all just $7.99 each. Hurry in for the
yeah, it's Atari Pac-Man.
The more you save.
Merry Christmas from Payless. Merry Christmas.
Whoop. Let's see, is this commercial or a trailer?
One of the nice things you did for me.
Oh, hey, it's Ted Danson.
Tomorrow, what are you doing here?
Oh, what is this three men and a baby? Oh, no, it's just Nat. Okay. Because sometimes you get the good, I have never heard of this movie
Zany
thing.
here, checking on the inventory.
Oh,
for Santa.
okay.
Now, Brooks Cameras has it all. No use of him commuting from the North Pole anymore. He can operate right out of Brooks Camera. So can you. That's where I get all of my camera buys for Christmas.
Yeah, it's Sammy Davis Jr.
9x25 compact binoculars are lightweight, easy to carry. Get famous Nikon optics with carrying case in full 25.
You know, I have not...
Only $129.95
Yeah.
at Brooks.
Santa's new headquarters, Brooks Cameras.
Coors is the beer made for the way you really like to drink beer.
So, I'm not really a beer person. I'm not really an alcohol person in general. Coors is definitely one of those beers that I have tasted. It's like, this is, like, I can tell I don't like beer in general. And this is worse than even I would know.
After a day of sports at the office, of being blindsided, elbowed under the boards, checked, hit after the bell, you'll need the take me away from it all of real sports on ESPN, the 24-hour cable sports network. Big-time sports like college football and basketball, NBA basketball, professional boxing, pro tennis. ESPN, the 24-hour cable sports network, where the cheering never stops.
Oh, hey, Angelo, your wife is making her homemade sauce.
No, it's this new spaghetti sauce. Prego.
Angelo Napolitano's wife using sauce from a jar? What about that good stuff she puts in her sauce?
It's in there.
Little bits of oregano,
I
parsley.
We used to use Prego a lot.
Hey, what about that great homemade taste, huh?
It's in there.
I've...
Prego spaghetti sauce, all natural
Yeah, that's...
homemade taste. It's in there.
It gets the job done.
Please release parking brake.
Introducing cars that talk. High-tech imports. The 1983 Challenger and Sapporo, imported only for Dodge and Plymouth. Their electronic voice alert system gently reminds you to do things you sometimes forget. And their high-tech instruments analyze, record, inform the Technica option. Available.
You know, I wish my car had an actual digital speedometer.
10.9% annual percentage rate financing on all new 82 import cars. See participating Dodge and Plymouth dealers for details.
Saturday morning, and Carolyn was getting a puppy. I was thinking puppies, not pictures. But I remembered to bring along my Olympus XA2, just in case.
When you want the ease of a pocket camera plus state-of-the-art full-frame 35mm technology, you want an Olympus XA2.
And then I saw it coming.
Yep, they just have rounds now.
I'd be ready for it. But with my XA2, I was ready.
Yeah, someone related to me had a Datsun.
When you have more to say than just smile.
And that was certainly a angled car.
Loves children. And now's the perfect time to share that love with family and friends. Choose from a variety of special gift-giving portrait packages. Like our $22.95 gift package with 3 8x10s, 4 5x7s, and 16 wallet-size color portraits for everyone on your list. So come in while you can still get your portraits back in time for Christmas. Kinderphoto loves children, and it shows.
It's in the Yellow Pages.
Christmas costs less when membership makes a difference at Gemco.
The Sansui Z3000 digital quartz receiver with power amp delivers state-of-the-art audio performance, just $297.60.
That's a very specific price.
On the Sansui D55 stereo cassette deck, only $117.87. The portable CP7 system includes tuner, amp, cassette deck, and speakers for just $397.63.
So my ball might actually still have a place that's, I don't think it's specialized for children, but it is like definitely a big part of their business.
Federal budget cuts. It looked like curtains for public broadcasting, but reports of its demise were exaggerated and premature. Read about it in TV Guide. Then consider local news scoops. TV Guide examines how local stations get burned in the rush to be first with the news. But wait, there's more. Oriental knives, exotic cookware, slicers, dicers, splicers. Meet the men who hype these gizmos in the new TV Guide.
Okay.
We took 3 identical cars and put in 3 comparable car stereos, Pioneer, Blaupunkt, and Krakow. The Krakow has Dolby Sound and other hi-fi features. So do the others. The Krakow has auto reverse and metal tape capability. So do the others. But the extra feature you won't find on the others that you will on the Krakow is our lower price. And as for power, we blow the others away.
Well, rip that guy.
Glad it's a Krakow.
Available at Grand Auto.
Investment opportunities, and my broker recommends.
Well, personally, I prefer Bank of America's.
I think that is correct, yes.
My broker recommends B of A's Cash Maximizer account. Higher interest than most funds, plus federal insurance no fund offers, and the convenience of California's leading bank.
Bank of America's Cash Maximizer account tops the money market funds.
Bank on the leader, Bank of America.
Buying gasoline on a credit card can be confusing these days. Some stations have one price for cash, another price for credit. Well, Shell has one price for both, and we want your credit card business. So right now, you can use our competitors' cards, any oil company credit card, at Shell.
And when you do, I'll send in for a Shell card in your name. Shell.
Good to know that Shell is still
cash or
like, hey, go get a gas station card.
Christmas wishes can come true at Best with gifts specially tagged Best Wishes. Now, for the first time, you can mix and match American Tourister hard side and soft side luggage in your choice of navy, burgundy, or Mustang brown at Best Wishes prices. The 24-inch hard side is sale priced for only $58.92, and the garment bag is sale priced at just $44.94. And each Best Wishes purchase comes with free Gloria Vanderbilt wrapping paper. Best Wishes.
Ooh, fancy wrapping paper.
And Best.
Hello, my name is Irene Sargent. This year, the city of Oakland will be aglow with the lights, music, and festivities of Oakland's celebration, with floating trees on Lake Merritt, street decorations, the Jack London Christmas tree, and singers and musicians throughout the city. We have the beginning of something special. Because we care enough, the dream became a reality. To become a part of this dream, please call 7800 extension 16. Thank you.
Kraft introduces La Creme, a new frozen whipped topping with a delicious real cream taste.
Wait.
Cream. That's what makes La Creme whipped topping different
I-
from those cool whipped toppings. You see, La Creme is made with cream. They're not. There's no mistake in that rich, real cream taste.
That
of La
doesn't
Creme.
look
Buttercup.
any better than Cool Whip
It
does.
tastes good.
La Creme whipped topping, new from the dairy folks at Kraft. Real cream taste.
This is the taste that has won over 200 medals for excellence in wine tasting competitions all over the world. This is Inglenook. This is the taste that is served by more travel holiday award-winning restaurants than any of the other top 5 California wines. This is Inglenook. This is the taste that brought a record price for a California wine in auction, over $1,000 a bottle. Discover award-winning taste. Discover Inglenook.
Wait, what?
I'm Joanne Sanzeri. Members of the Bay Area Mothers Against Drunk Drivers don't want you to become a statistic. 7 people die every day on California streets and highways at the hands of drunk drivers. A seminar will be held on Sunday, December 12th at the San Mateo County Government Center in Redwood City. There you can find out how you can become a volunteer to stop this epidemic. We want parents and children, friends, and concerned citizens. We need the support of our community to keep our efforts going.
Okay.
At 6 p.m. that evening, a national candlelight vigil will be held for the victims of drunk drivers. For more information, call 415-349-MADD.
No, I also saw that and was like very concerned.
The preceding was a statement by a concerned citizen.
Good evening, I'm Barbara Simpson. This is News Brief. Sharp rebuke for the president today. The House voted 245 to 176, turning down his request for money for the MX missile plan. Mr. Reagan called the decision a grave mistake and called
You know,
on
I
the
was
Senate to restore
expecting
the money.
these to be like, you
Left-wing Irish
know,
terrorists have taken responsibility for last night's massive explosion that demolished a pub in Northern Ireland near Londonderry. The concrete roof of the building crashed down and the crowd of occupants killing 16 and injuring 66.
Yay.
Now this. A Bay Area trial begins which pits industry against its workers at issue whether DBC
yeah, Cold War and the Troubles. It's the 80s, baby.
But strong winds with the Bay Area today, and health officials are worrying about mushroom poisonings. Join us for these stories and all the news tonight at 10.
News Brief was brought to you by Plymouth Imports, Plymouth Champ, and Sapporo.
Okay.
Across the fields of yesterday, he sometimes comes to me, a little child just back from play. The child I used to be.
There are some people who take pictures that feel like poetry. For them, there is the perfect camera, the new Olympus.
So you usually get a mix. I was just kind of surprised that this was actually a mix.
Olympus OMG, because some people create poetry without words. Olympus.
Because some of these have been like Christmas ads. Now, granted, some of these commercials could have aired during things.
The 2-hour spectacular solid
I mean,
Christmas special starring Rex Smith and Marilyn
so
McCoo.
so
and
here
the
you got
all-star
Christmas
holiday
stuff.
cast. Join Sister Sledge and special guest stars, the fabulous Donna Summer, Marie Osmond, John Schneider, and John Davidson, plus Roberta Flack, America, Andre Crouch, and the Oak Ridge Boys, and Crystal Gale. The Solid Gold Christmas Special, Wednesday at 8 on Channel 2. There's only 1, 2.
Merry Christmas from Payless. Merry Christmas.
Give him Norelco's RotoTrack rechargeable razor. Works with or without a cord.
That-
Just $54.88.
that's certainly a design.
Brew 2, a 12-cup automatic drip coffee maker with timer, just $36.99, less a $7 rebate. Or the Deluxe Clean Air Machine, $29.99, less a $5 factory rebate.
Merry Christmas from Payless. Merry Christmas.
Only Chrysler has 10.9 financing on many new 83 American-built front-wheel drive cars and pickups.
I love the fake footage, though.
Buy a Dodge car or Dodge truck. Plymouth or Chrysler. Save hundreds on financing. Many new 82s have 10.9 financing. And you get $300 to $1,000 back only from Chrysler. And all Chrysler's new American-built cars come with 5-year, 50,000-mile protection. Only Chrysler has 10.9 financing on 82s and 83s. Compare. You'll come to Chrysler.
Mary Chrysler.
Break free and feel. Feel how splendid you are with the fragrance created by Gloria Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt, a rich, expressive fragrance that reveals to the world just how splendid you are. Vanderbilt, let it release the splendor of you. Vanderbilt.
A lot of underwear may look the same. Believe me, it isn't. No one makes Jockey brand quality but Jockey. Not everyone uses 100% pure comb cotton or real rubber in the waistband and leg openings.
This is certainly a thing to show in your commercial.
For comfort. Handcrafted to fit, to last, and to keep its shape. Sure, Jockey brand costs a little more, but you get a lot of quality and value for your money.
Jockey, more than a name, a commitment to quality and value.
Mom, my maxi pads. I've discovered something new I like better. Maxi
What?
Thin pads. I need protection. Me too. I tried Maxi Thins for comfort, stayed with them for protection, and they're folded in neat packages to go with
Maxi pads need bulk to protect. Maxi Thins
I guess.
bulk with a special material that works just as well, so you get protection in a thin, comfortable pad.
Hi, Mom. My Maxi Thins. Your Maxi Thins?
Try them for comfort. You'll stay with them for protection. Maxi Thins, new from Tampax.
For those who need to be coached into playing Carl's Jr. Football Fun for Two, here's George Allen.
Remember, every card can win.
I win!
Introducing the sparkling freshness of new designs from Mr. Culver's Sparklers Air Fresheners.
Oh, I thought this was going to be a Shrinky Dinks ad for some reason.
Look as beautiful as they smell and really help fight odors, so my whole kitchen sparkles with freshness. So fresh and clean and sunny.
That's going to smell like chemicals.
The fragrance of new sparklers. Smells so clean. Show off the sparklers.
In new designs that look as beautiful as they smell for a house that's sparkling fresh.
Best wishes for Christmas begin at Best with specially priced jewelry tagged Best Wishes. Choose the timeless beauty of exquisite diamond creations or lustrous pearls, or the rich gleam of carat gold pendants, earrings, chains, and rings, because nothing else feels like real gold. And all fashionable Best Wishes jewelry comes with free Gloria Vanderbilt wrapping paper. Best Wishes from Best.
When I'm Christmas shopping, I look for brand names and the best price. Mervyn's has both. I can save on a wool blazer by Farrah or Hager. He'll like the classic style, and I like the price. Only $69.99. Mervyn's has Farrah and Hager slacks, too. They'll look great with a blazer, and either pair is $19.99. So, for under $90, I can give him the whole outfit. You could pay more for these nice gifts, but you'll find the same brands for less money at Mervyn's, your Christmas value store.
This handsome young man's Sean Lennon, son of Beatle John Lennon, and there's a comforting story about how Sean and Yoko are surviving, but only for people who buy people. At age 7, Sean's the man of the house. Next, Susan Lucci, villainous of All My Children, handling her children. As usual, People does something unusual, a story all about chocolate. Then Diane von Furstenberg and the slinky new fashions that put her back on top. And if it's in People, you know it's true. So pick up this week's People for yourself, for your family, and read about Yoko and Sean living on.
Probably.
Most popular Christmas songs of all time on the Solid Gold Christmas Special, Wednesday at 8 on Channel 2.
There's only one, two.
When the stores that welcome the American Express card get ready for you, they know what you expect, and they use this knowledge to help guide most everything. From the merchandise they select to the subtleties of its arrangement. So when you shop with the American Express card, they'll be ready for you. They know what you expect.
Thank you, Miss Cooper.
Take the card to...
Oh, he's a musician right
They
now.
know what you expect.
A world-class sprinter reaches a speed of almost 30 miles per hour. In a car, we're insulated from the sense of speed. But the fact is, if your car is going 30 miles per hour, you're going 30 miles per hour. And if you're not wearing a safety belt,
He was in an episode of Ghost in the Shell Arise?
brick wall.
Yep. So that was that. So in between these, while I can set some things up. So next up, what we got is, or in between these videos, I got some classics of game. so I can set things up.
Win perfect win.
Eat blade. Well. Wow. Well. Wow. Knocked off the stadium.
Also, hello, Hugo. That is almost certainly a MAME issue, because I believe that the Tattoo Assassins is credited for, or is Hazeltown Story, or HTS's Hazeltown Story, which is our Agile Play podcast, which you can find by going to, I wonder, is this the thing? Nope, it's not. But you can go to radio.hazel.town. It is also the universe that the little people at the bottom live in. Also, this game, before we move on to the next thing, I'm going to preface this next thing that we're going to, the next longer thing that we're going to take a look at, this is the thing, it is a Kool-Aid video that, for some reason, we had on VHS, that this is that's really the gist of it. I had it as on a VHS, and I just want to rewatch it because I want to see how garbage it is. Also, probably going to be playing a little bit of copyright, but oh well. But not this. We got to class the game while we get this set up. Tobal 2 is an interesting game. I don't know if I actually ranked that yet. I should. Honestly, I don't... Like, the thing about Tobal is if I wanted to play, like, a versus game like Tobal, I just play Virtua Fighter. All the single-player stuff in Tobal is kind of where it's at. And then this garbage game. I have ranked Mr. Bones. It is a 666 for sure. This game is bad. It is fascinating, but it is bad.
Whoa! That's quite a backbeat I got going there.
And then some good old Splatterhouse Wampaku graffiti. The garbage of cesspool, ha ha ha. Oh. Okay, so I guess I did not save that. Okay, so... Yes, this is the Kool-Aid Man in Wacky Zany video. Let me see. I'm gonna have to turn this up. I just, like... This was just... I watched this much more than I should have.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, this was... The reason I got it is probably got it from KB Toys. Teamin' Sluppin'. Don't know what else they've done.
T-minus 10 seconds. 9.
Oh yeah, y'all. This is the Kool-Aid man. Come a little closer. We're about to bug out on a fun tip. Just you, me, and the TV. All right.
Yeah, I hope you like public domain footage. Also, there is that lizard man.
While you're laying back, relaxing and relaxing to my slamming track.
At least I hope a lot of this is public domain.
A.I.D. man, huh? Can't you tell? Stick out your
Yeah, it's Usher Superman.
Listen to my song, huh? You can't go wrong, of course. Kool-Aid is lounging and lounging is chilling.
This thing looked like it had a budget of about $50.
Doesn't make sense to me. Exert any energy when I can be playing B. You gotta take time off to just.
Yeah, hopefully this does not get me in trouble.
Save it for another day. Max and lay back. Bust my lazy crazy kooky track. Somebody say I'm Kool-Aid man, and we're gonna play. Say twilly twilly, twilly twilly. Kool-Aid man gonna make you smile. Skabilly diddly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh yeah. So let's get started. I've got a lot of fun flicks to show you. A wacky workout that you can do along with us, and some games that'll be different every time you play them. So grab a glass of Kool-Aid. We'll be back right after this.
Is your home infested with hedgehogs? Hedgehogs. They're everywhere you look. They're in your kitchen. They're in your dining room. You try to get rid of them yourself, but you're an amateur.
I want to know what the hell this came from.
What can you do? You can scream in panic, you can beg for mercy, or you can call the trained professionals who have devoted their lives to tracking down these pesky hedgehogs, fearlessly following their escape routes, no matter how perilous to their own life and limb, and then safely relocating them to where they won't bother you and your lovely home. Yes, you want the experts at Harry's Hedgehog Hideaway. Yes, at Harry's, our skilled hedgehog relocators employ the latest in laser technology to temporarily and humanely incapacitate these beasts so they can be safely transported to Hedgehog Island off the coast of Guam.
Yeah,
No job is too small, no hedgehog too large for your friends at Harry's Hedgehog Hideaway, located on that deserted road just outside of town. If you've got a hedgehog problem, and who doesn't, call Harry's Hedgehog Hideaway. Hedgehog is our middle name.
From the blackness of 100 million nights, from uncounted millions of light years away.
Boys and girls, I come from the planet Lip Sync. I'm sure you'd all like to know something about our new entertainment miracle, lip misreading. How it works, does it hurt? Well, the best way I can describe it to you
God, is this like the Outer Limits or something?
we make our lips absolutely weird and contrived. Adverbs, pronouns, adjectives, so you believe you can read our lips even though we are saying something else.
Amazing!
I want to play a little board game with you, and I can tell you that although I'm 50 zillion miles from your home, I can clearly predict just where you will and will not land when you move on this board. Hey, come close to the TV. Whoa! That's much too close.
Going mental.
Cut to the game board. Cut to the board. Thank you. 9 items, 9 boxes. Look them over carefully. By the end of the game, I predict that you will land on a very, very special box. Of course, you probably know which one that is already, but why don't you just play along, okay? I want you to point your finger close to one of the 9 boxes. Your choice. When I say go, I want you to spell out the name written in the box you chose and move your finger from box to box in any order you like. 1 box for each letter in the word. You can move up and down. You can move left and right, but you cannot move diagonally.
Also, apparently, that bit came from the trailer for It Came From Out. So this is from It Came From Outer Space,
Let's say you start on the
according
box
to TV
marked
tropes.
School. I don't know why you'd start on school, but there you go. There are 6 letters in the word school, so we're going to count 6 spaces. S-C-H-O-O-L. And you landed on homework. Now you notice I started counting on a box next to school, not on school itself. Very important. Or you could move like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you land on burger. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you land back on school. You can do it anywhere you like, but make sure you count the exact number of letters in whatever box you start on, and no diagonal lines. So that's enough of an explanation. Let's get on with the game. Choose one of the 9 items. Point your finger at it.
Okay, I'm just going to TV.
Spell out the name
Actually, hold
in
on.
the box.
You know what, let's do this properly.
Moving your finger one box for every letter. Go.
TV. So, when I was in so we had to do something like this when I was doing computer science classes. That we were doing discrete mathematics, I believe, talking about this kind of puzzle, and eventually at some point, there's just a part where it forces you into one section that it
Getting a mental picture. I see that you did not land on the box marked pizza, did you? No, of course you didn't. Then we'll just take it away. Now, you cannot move onto that one again. Now, wherever you are on the board, I want you to count 4 spaces. Move in whatever order you like. 4 spaces. Count now.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait. I feel a rush. I'm going to eliminate 2 boxes. I'm going to take away your music, so I might as well take away dancing too.
Yep.
That's what you'll get for not landing on them. Next, wherever you are now, you're going to move 3 spaces.
So, yeah.
Whatever boxes are left.
Because you can't, so...
3 times.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, because there's no way, due to the math of it,
I feel so bad about
that it's going to go homework and
music
school.
And your dancing. I'm going to eliminate school. I thought you'd like that. Now, move
maybe you can land up
2 spaces.
1, 2.
Well, if you don't have school, you don't need homework, so your homework is vaporized.
Because basically if you're on homework, you
Now, I
can't
want you to move
go back.
3 spaces.
I guess. 1, 2, 3.
And we'll take away, I see it now, the candy box. And finally, move 1 space.
1.
Yes, we take away the TV box. We take away the burger box. And just
Naturally.
as I predicted, you've landed on something very, very special. America's favorite, Kool-Aid brand soft drink. I know you're all out there saying to yourselves, that's no entertainment miracle, just a coincidence. What a fake, you're a sham. Well, the best way I can prove it to you is to ask you to rewind the tape back a bit and start somewhere else. Pizza, burger, dancing. You can begin just about anywhere. I know just where you'll end up.
Amazing!
Well, I have to go now. I'd love to stay, but I haven't paid my electric bill.
going mental.
Meanwhile, on a seemingly peaceful street not that far from you...
Check something. Oh, also, let me go ahead and do this.
Let me get the cacophony. I'm hip on a hip tip. Check out my front flip. Let's take a hype trip. Hippin' and hoppin' non-stop. I ain't stopping. Slamming stupid silliness. It's fun that I'm popping. Stuff with a bluff till you can't get enough. What is you, stupid? It's fat the way I loop it. Let the beat I wrote float like a boat on water. Got the wacky wild lyrics, and you just order. He's what you need him to be hip as you can. I'm the K-O-O-L-A-I-D, man. Somebody sing, somebody sing. Oh yeah! Kool-Aid man on the way. Say twilly twilly, twilly twilly. Kool-Aid man gonna make you smile. Kabiddly diddly.
And now, a fairy tale. Once upon a time, there was a mischievous little monkey named Wilmer. Wilmer loved to play monkey tricks on unsuspecting grown-ups. One day, Wilmer was at the local airport and decided to play a monkey trick on Pilot Bob. Oh, that Wilmer. What kind of monkey shines is he up to now? You see, what Pilot Bob didn't know is that Wilmer had a basic and fundamental understanding of the mechanics and aerodynamics of modern aircraft. And for all his comical hijinks, Wilmer knew he wasn't doing anything that would put Pilot Bob in danger. What Wilmer hadn't counted on, however, was Pilot Bob's terrible temper. Meanwhile, at that very moment, little Doreen was lying to her parents. When they didn't believe her, she said, "If I'm lying, may an airplane fall on my head." So remember, boys and girls, always tell the truth, because you never know when there's a lunatic monkey in a runaway airplane right above your head.
That happened.
In our last episode... And now...
I don't know if it is.
Hey, kids. Tired of being couch potatoes? Yeah! Well, it's time for the 1-minute Wacky Wild Workout. With your host, the eminent wackierciseologist, the hunk with bulk, the hunk with spoke, and one heck of a nice guy, the Kool-Aid Man! Oh, yeah!
Yeah, pretty much.
Put your hands in the air. Jump up and down. Sit in the chair. Put your elbow on your knee and your head on your hand. Make a funny face. Then again, stand. Swirl around like a spinning top. Keep on twirling. Now stop. Rub your head because you're still feeling dizzy. Take a deep breath. Now we're gonna get busy. Do jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3.
I'm just curious about something. I think they might have taken out something. Oop, ignored that.
Now back up on your feet. Do the Kool-Aid Man wiggle to the wacky wild beat. Pat the top of your head and rub your belly. Now shake your
Oh, so they took out actually a bit from this, which actually is the thing I was wondering if they had to take out. So there was a bit that was using that Banana Boat song, that song, that I guess they cut out of this upload because probably got him in trouble. We're not missing much because we got this.
Dog news tonight. Spanioling the globe to bring you the latest news about dogs, for dogs, and by dogs. Dateline, Northern California. A dramatic rescue this afternoon as Beowulf, a handsome 4-year-old Siberian husky, resourcefully commandeered a nearby hang glider and intercepted in midair a middle-aged human who had clumsily fallen off a cliff. Beowulf then heroically floated to safety with his heavy cargo and was rewarded with some yummy table scraps and a nice tickle under his chin. The human was not injured. Dateline, Massachusetts. The 19th annual Human Agility Trials were held today, and once again Dexter, the local favorite, took top honors as his human, a Dutch-Irish mix named John Vanderslice, passed the leg-weaving event with flying colors. The human was less successful with the backflip event, no matter how often he was shown how easily it's done. In sports today, another setback for Dweedles, the primitive humanoid who's been trying to land a pitching spot in the United Fetching League. He tried all afternoon, but was unable to throw a single ball directly at the Fetching League's champion catcher, McCarver, which understandably got the veteran plenty mad. Better luck next evolution, Dweedles. And now it's time to play Stump the Dog, starring Neil, the unstumpable wonder dog.
Hello, and welcome to the show. Today, Neil would like to play a number game with you, Neil.
Thank you. Kids, please think of a round number from 2 to 9. What? Pick a number from 2 to 9.
Okay.
Got it? Okay. Good.
Do 6.
Now, you multiply your number by 2. Now, you don't have to do
12.
this in your head. You can use pencil and paper if you want to. Okay, now, to the new answer, add 4. And when you finish,
16.
take the new answer, the green question mark, and divide it by 2.
Uh-huh.
Now, from that, you will take away the number you first thought of. What? You subtract from the red answer the first number that you started with.
Yeah?
Now, Neil will tell you what the remaining number is.
Yes.
It's 2. What?
Yeah, no shit, it's 2 because you took away, you start with the number and you eventually subtract the number, you multiply by 2 and then you divide by 2. While adding 4 and then immediately dividing by it.
You're left with 2. I know that.
You can rewind the tape and try it again with another number.
The answer is always going to be 2.
Well, that is all for now. Gee, I wonder if there's anything interesting on another channel.
It doesn't.
Tonight, Thirst Patrol asks your help in locating the following individual. His given name is Kool-Aid Man, alias Hey Kool-Aid Man, alias 2 Quarts O' Fun. He is wanted in connection with a series of unusual entrances in the name of quenching thirst. These dramatizations illustrate his standard modus operandi, an unexpected and frequently earth-shaking bursting on the scene, usually prompted by a child's exclamation of, "Hey, Kool-Aid Man." Mrs. X of Skeleton, Kentucky, was paid a recent visit.
It all happened so suddenly. Hey, Kool-Aid Man was all my 9-year-old
Skeleton.
said. Next thing I knew, it was like an earthquake. And I was perfectly willing to let him in the front door, too.
Once he appears, Kool-Aid Man has been known to demonstrate his unexpectedly proficient abilities on skateboards, horses, toboggans, and go-karts, much to the chagrin of nearby adult authority figures.
Yeah, I run a pretty respectable roller rink here in town. Then he showed up.
Okay, either or.
Oh, sure, everybody was happy to see him. Everybody had a nice, refreshing glass of Purple Saurus Rex flavor Kool-Aid, but have you seen my wall? Who's gonna clean that up?
Kool-Aid Man has frequently been spotted in supermarkets, convenience stores, and on top of large cardboard boxes set up by children alongside suburban streets. If you see this individual, you are advised to take him home immediately. Of course, you should pay the nice cashier first, or else we'll be after you on Thirst Patrol. Okay, so this guy wants to buy a newspaper, right? So he puts the quarter in, but the door doesn't open, won't budge. So this kid comes up, hits the machine a couple times, presto, newspaper. So the guy tries it. Same way, nothing. Puts another quarter in, tries it again, still nothing. Cops show up, think he's a lunatic. So the guy kicks the thing, door pops open. And? Oh, yeah.
Those things are bolted down to the ground pretty good. What did this?
Oh no, you don't understand. It's out of order.
You're out of order, you maniac. Take him away.
At that very moment, on the other side of town...
Yeah, this is the first time I saw this.
making you smile, cold Kool-Aid style. No kind of
Yeah, so that was a majority of it. There was one bit they cut out because I'm sure YouTube didn't like it.
I'm better than you know. That ain't bad when you think about it. Yo, I'ma see you, maybe be ya. I'm controller on a roller, but until I'm a chick, you don't really ill like that. Oh yeah. Somebody say, Kool-Aid Man is here to stay. Say twilly twilly, twilly twilly. Kool-Aid Man gonna make you smile. Skabilly diddly. Wacky wild Kool-Aid style. Wacky wild.
Where you gonna find all the hottest toys? On the planet Mars? No! On a mountain?
I'm sure you can find it somewhere else on YouTube.
We got at KB Toy Store.
No, it wasn't the witch bit. There was a song about doing the banana boat song.
From Hot, we got at KB.
That is an actual piece of music.
If it's hot, then KB's got it. And you'll find a big selection of the hottest toy hits every day.
KB Toys, the place where I saw a shit ton, like, it is the one place that I remember seeing new NES games. Namely, I saw Zoda's Revenge, Star Tropics 2, a lot. So, on to our next thing. This next video that we're doing is a little bit more straightforward. It's actually kind of funny because this actually ties into... This next thing we're doing is going to tie into when I did the restaurant rank Rhapsody, and I talked about the Rainforest Cafe, and they were slowly dying out across the country. Like a month later, this upcoming video came out. Also, this game.
Let's go.
Oh. Because SNK early SNK was a creature of chaos. Also, this game is also not good, but also kind of fun. I think it's Kasumi Ninja or Blood Warrior. So yes. Blood Warrior, yeah.
So, you clicked on the video thinking, is this guy actually gonna go to...
Also, I should point out, the creator of this video is Eddie Burbank.
Every Rainforest Cafe in the country? Technically, that title is a lie. I'm going to every Rainforest Cafe in the country and Canada! The Rainforest Cafe. Home of a lot of weird animatronic animals and monkey noises. The Rainforest Cafe is self-described as a jungle-themed restaurant that was originally created in 1994 at the Mall of America.
So that's one of the Rainforest Cafes I've been to.
If you know of the Rainforest Cafe, you probably know of it because there was one in your mall near your hometown that has probably since closed. But there are 18 locations left currently in the US and Canada. But you're probably asking yourself, why would I do this? My friend Ted, also a YouTuber, Ted asked me if I would be willing to go on a 3-week road trip to hit every single Rainforest Cafe in the country and Canada. So obviously, my response was, Ted, That is, quite possibly, the stupidest idea for a trip I have ever heard in my life, and I am in. So it is currently Wednesday, May 25th, 2022, and I am about to embark on the
I don't think it's at every downtown
my
Disney.
entire life. I should also mention there are a couple of challenges to this road trip. One, we can only travel depending on when Rainforest cafes open and close at that specific location. And two, I have only been to a Rainforest cafe maybe once in my life. And to extra challenge myself, I have not looked at the menu for Rainforest Cafe before starting this trip. So today I will find out what my options are looking like for the next 3 weeks of my life. This is so stupid. This is so stupid. This is so stupid. So the first Rainforest Cafe we thought was in Los Angeles.
So just to point out, for people, or basically just to point out, if you're wondering what the food at Rainforest Cafe is actually like, it is, if you've been to like an Applebee's or a Chili's or like any of those like sit down like American style restaurants, like those kind of things, it's basically that.
Los Angeles, but it's actually right here in Ontario, California. And just like that, with a group of friends, we were off. And as we got closer, my excitement grew. Walking up to that mall and seeing that beautiful sign with running water. The Rainforest Cafe. Don't zoom out. Don't zoom out, because then you can just see most of it's a blank wall. And they just made a little tiny sign in a big, big wall. So we got everybody together. We walked in. And there it was, the first Rainforest Cafe out of 18. Oh boy, it was something. Monkeys everywhere. So many, I cannot stress how many vines there are in this restaurant. As we walked in, we noticed these large aquarium pillars that seem to be missing, it's an important aspect of an aquarium. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Oh, fish. Yeah, there's no fish. There's a bunch of bubbles. But as we were seated, there was only one thing on my mind, the menu. I still hadn't seen the menu, and I couldn't have guessed the things I would read next. We started easy with something like the Rainforest Burger. Okay, I understand that. Rasta Pasta. All right. And then we get stuff like Iggy's Piggy Sandwich.
Oh, I need to go back for a sec, because I want to make sure I saw that right.
Like,
did that say pastelaya?
We started easy with something like the Rainforest
Okay, so...
Burger. Okay, I understand that. Rasta Pasta.
Okay. Yes, pastelaya is, in fact... Maybe serve with Caribbean rice on request.
All right. And then we get stuff like...
Oh yeah, these places are like ludicrously overpriced.
Or Mojo.
Also, I'm curious. Like is the Iggy Piggy, which is... It's okay, so they're missing part of it, but Iggy's Piggy's sandwich, it's a Cuban.
Iggy's Piggy Sandwich? Or Mojo Bones? And it really started to hit me that these were some of my only meal options for the next 21 days. Whether I liked it or not, Mojo Bones were on the menu. So we ordered some drinks and had some fun.
This video was made in June of this year.
All right. And as we ate, I did not know that Rainforest Cafe has thunderstorms. Yep, those thunderstorms, I believe, happen every 20 minutes. And I will be at Rainforest Cafe a lot. So I will experience these every 20 minutes, most days. And finally, I made a stop in the bathroom. And I could not have guessed what would happen when I walked through that little King of the Jungle door. A full safari surrounding the urinals and urinal cakes. Birds staring at me pee, watching.
Also, just a point of just a casual public service announcement. Don't film in a bathroom.
Judging. I couldn't escape the rainforest even if I tried. I was like Robin Williams in Jumanji. Now, if the only Jumanji you've seen is the one with The Rock and Kevin Hart, I totally understand. It's sort of a similar scenario, but in the Robin Williams one, he's a boy, and his dad owns a shoe factory, and he accidentally gets one of the best workers fired. And then
that's great, because actually I think he's in California right now.
Game in the jungle for so long that that boy grows into a wild Robin Williams. So that's the reference I'm making if you didn't understand. Anyways, sorry, that was it for day one, and we drove home. On that drive, I started to mentally prep for the journey that was about to begin.
So it's the morning of. It's really starting to hit me that I'm gonna be on the road for 3 weeks. And then I think, like, why am I gonna be on the road for 3 weeks? To go to every Rainforest cafe in the country. And somebody might say, oh, that sounds fun. 3 weeks of travel on the road with your girlfriend, seeing the whole country. No, not my girlfriend, Ted.
So I said my goodbyes to Chrissy, and Ted and I hit the road. 21 days, 18 rainforest cafes, and a whole lot of miles. The plan for the day is LA to Phoenix, where we eat at our first rainforest cafe. Then we drive a little bit more to Tucson to stay for the night. But on the road, tragedy struck. I like to hydrate, maybe a little too much.
Yeah, the problem with me in road trips.
Exactly in road trip mode yet. So I had a little bit of an emergency.
So we stopped because I needed to emergency pee, or I was gonna piss myself. In layman's terms, I was gonna piss my little pants like a little baby boy. So we got to the gas station here. They don't have a bathroom. There's a Jack in the Box, luckily for me, right next to it, locked. So I went in that bar and grill.
After almost wetting my pants like a little baby boy, we continued to Phoenix and made it just on time. There it was in the beautiful Phoenix sun, our second Rainforest Cafe. But very quickly, a word from our sponsor, SeatGeek. If you don't already know, SeatGeek is a Titan to America to be around Ed Geek. That's 12 looked identical to the one before. The last one was in Ontario Mills, and this was Arizona Mills. A lot of the Rainforest Cafes are in identical malls that are a place and then mills after it.
Yeah.
Walked in, still no fish, just a bunch of bubbles again, and we were seated next to 2 elephant animatronics, and they were loud.
It's kind of funny because
Yeah, because the thing is that it's actually funny that one of the things that's being covered is actually a mall that I've been to that I remember in the 90s.
I forgot to mention that yesterday there were 4 thunderstorms while we ate. I'm going to keep a total Rainforest Cafe thunderstorm counter just to make sure we don't miss any. So there were 4 yesterday and 3 during this meal. So we're at a total of 7 thunderstorms already. I ordered the Rainforest burger, and it was a chain burger, like getting a burger at Applebee's. It was about a 5 out of 10. And the fries were actually pretty good. Ted got an appetizer that was a mozzarella flatbread with a...
That looks like it has way too much basil on it.
Cafe, this was awesome. If I got this at a nicer restaurant, I would not think so. But for Rainforest Cafe, this is the best thing I've had so far. You know, it was really nice to enjoy a quiet meal at the Rainforest. So we paid and left and made it over to Tucson to sleep for the night, exhausted after a first day. So after the Phoenix Rainforest Cafe, there is not a Rainforest Cafe until Texas, where there are 4. Dallas, San Antonio, Houston, and Galveston. Or Galveston. I don't know how to pronounce your place. So we split the drive up into 2 days, first driving to camp near White Sands National Park in New Mexico. We showed up and got this camping spot. I could not believe how beautiful this place was. It was so cool to camp here. Then the next morning, we headed on a 10-hour drive all the way to Dallas. But first, we stopped at White Sands National Park. Look how pretty it is. Okay, that's enough. But more importantly, we stopped at the world's largest pistachio. Look at how big this nut is.
I don't know what... So I'm guessing why it's a frog is because it is... I don't know.
As we moved into Dallas for Rainforest Cafe number 3, I started to become very confused with the quality of Rainforest Cafes in this state. Because getting to Grapevine Mills, yes, it was in another mall similar to the ones before, I was shocked to find that there were people there, and they were enjoying themselves. They also had fish. Something mysterious and possibly illegal was going on here, and I was sure of it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I think that's
Rainforest
probably
burger
it.
again, so I could directly compare it to the one in Phoenix. The Phoenix one was just okay, and this one
That
was
looks
pretty good.
That
What is
looks
going on?
like
The next
a
day,
chain-
we moved
or
through
like
to San
a-
Antonio to eat at a Rainforest
looks like
cafe
that
with
kind of
some
burger.
friends. And this one was cool. It was on a river walk in the middle of the city. I don't understand. So this Rainforest Cafe is like actually a cool spot to eat. That doesn't really make sense to me. I'm supposed to be in a mall and depressed. I got the turkey club there, and after multiple days of Rainforest Cafe and camping food, it was really good and fresh. And I
The
liked
burgers
it.
are very
No.
substandard.
So our plan of moving through Texas was going great. We were on our way to Houston until the truck started to make this noise. Fuck. So the next morning, I got some well-needed rest as Ted waited at 8 a.m. in a Midas in Austin, Texas. And in that Midas, they decided to play Saving Private Ryan at full volume.
Yeah, that's certainly a choice.
And after the movie, Ted went outside to make a phone
That's not a
call
movie
and
you'd
also
want to have out
update
there.
me. And when he came back in, they were playing Saving Private Ryan again. But the car got fixed in a timely manner, and we were on our way to Katy Mills in Katy, Texas, just outside of Houston. Oh, I also forgot to mention that we went to the Alveus Sanctuary. Maya showed us around. This place is so cool. I got to hold a snake. I got to hold a bird. I got to pet an
It's
emu.
famous. It's also very bloody and violent and horrifying.
Thank you, Maya, for having us. This was so cool. If you guys want to donate to Alveus, I put the link in the description down below. All right, back to the trip. And after a stressful day of worrying about the truck, I will be honest, this Rainforest Cafe broke me. I was exhausted after 5 days of travel, and this was probably the most depressing Rainforest Cafe we'd been to. Look at the mouth on this elephant. Don't look away, don't skip, look at it. I got the Creole mac and cheese, and while it looks pretty good, it was so rich and filling and creamy that I could only get through a couple of bites, and I felt terrible about wasting this food.
Right now, I am at a low, energy-wise, mental health-wise. This guy's judging me for it.
I think it's
This guy's got
sausage.
his nipples out. I don't even know what this guy's doing.
So we headed back to the hotel, and I was just sad and panicking that I had only gotten 5 days done, and we had so many more to go.
Do I look like I've been on the road too much to you?
So my Katy Mills experience was a bit depressing, but I had no idea what was in store for me tomorrow.
Okay, day 6. I'm tiny in this frame. We are about 26 minutes away from Galveston, Texas, which I believe is like an island town and pretty touristy.
Ted and I were very excited on the way to Galveston because we had heard that it was the best Rainforest Cafe. But nothing could have prepped me for the absolute gold standard this restaurant was. This Rainforest Cafe was a full waterfall volcano building directly on the beach. And it did in fact have a separate building next to it for a ride. Say goodbye to the boring Rainforest Cafe malls. This palace stood on its own, not connected to a Wetzel's Pretzels or a Lid store where in 2011 they sold so many flat brim caps with superhero logos. And unlike Katy Mills, I was
This one's in Galveston,
amazing.
Texas.
So I ordered one of their ices in their souvenir cups so I could get a little cup with Cha-Cha the tree frog on top. Ted and I started having the best time of our lives. They had better mozzarella sticks as an appetizer. Everyone in there was happy, and I was happy enough that I ordered the most embarrassing thing to say on the menu, and I did say all of this out loud. Hello, I would like the Iggy's Piggy sandwich, please. Serve it to me in a trough and give me a little pig nose so I can oink while I scarf it down like a hog. The sandwich was pretty damn good. I think there was a little too much meat in
Yeah,
the sandwich.
Cubans
was
are
just
pretty
a
good.
tad too too much piggy.
That looks a
but
little
other than the
messy,
turkey
but
club,
yeah.
It's probably the best thing that I've had so far. This has been the highest high of the entire trip. Ted and I were having the best time of our
The
lives.
green herring gave 500 bits.
Thank you for the bits.
What the hell? Make the sound. Do it, Elvis. Make the...
Leaving Galveston was like saying goodbye to a childhood friend. Ted and I had surely been changed for the rest of our lives
No.
from this experience. And after that, we headed for the night to New Orleans and walked around Bourbon Street. We had a great time drinking. Everything about this place was so much fun. Some days on a road trip across the country, you go to the best rainforest cafe of your life and you end the night in New Orleans. And some days, you drive 8 hours from New Orleans to Gainesville. And that's pretty much all that happens, and it's exhausting. No Rainforest Cafe today, no anything really. But road trip. So, the plan for the day was to skip past the Orlando Rainforest Cafes and go all the way down Florida to Fort Lauderdale. But I can't stress enough, you're seeing a montage of this. I was so exhausted. It was 8 straight days, over 48 hours of driving, with pretty much nothing but sleep, driving, and Rainforest Cafes. It was like a woodpecker on my brain. I was so exhausted at this point. And it didn't help that the Fort Lauderdale Sawgrass Mills Rainforest Cafe was in another mall. Oh my God, it's another boring mall. Fun. I got the Blue Mountain chicken sandwich. It
That
was fine. The
didn't
chicken
look
was
great.
really dry, but when I went to the bathroom, I realized something interesting. I was away from friends and family, but wherever I went, these monkeys were here for me. They weren't just paintings on a wall at a jungle-themed restaurant across malls in America. No, these monkeys were my friends. We'd been through stuff together. They were here for me no matter where I went. These were my pals. These were my boys. So I don't know a lot about the future of this trip, but I do know that my mental health is being held up by these monkeys on the wall. And that's how I know I'm doing fine. Arriving in Orlando was great. I got to see Chrissy again. We all got
I think we
dinner
both
with
know the
Drew
answer to
and
that one.
Amanda.
Am I in the shot?
Oh, yeah.
Am I in the shot?
Yeah, get it, yeah.
Am I in the shot?
Oh, you are totally, yes,
Was I in the
delicious.
shot doing it?
This dinner was very cursed. Disney Springs was a very cool building. They had a volcano that shot fire. And I was gonna get something healthy, but Drew pointed out on the menu that there was a $40 steak, and that usually isn't on the menu, so I bought a $40 steak at the
Primal
Rainforest
steak.
Cafe.
No, the natural one's coming up.
This happens every 20 minutes. Oh, okay.
We also tried a lot of appetizers because we were in a big group. There was a pepperoni flatbread that we were sure was just pizza, and we were correct.
That is just
Finally,
pizza.
my steak came, and it was actually pretty good. I should note, it was pretty good for what I expected at the Rainforest Cafe. So after a big meal of appetizers and our own entrees, the waiter said, "The next time you see me, I'll have the check." And then he disappeared for 40 minutes. So we sat around hearing thunderstorm.
It is
after
also
thunderstorm.
in Disney
How do you feel about
Springs.
number 4 of the night for
So-
easily the scariest one so far. The others, I was like, they're not even trying, but this is scary. I'm shaking in my boots. I bought some boots and I'm shaking in them. Those are really nice. Yeah. But you're shaking a lot. Yeah, they come all the way up to my thigh. Yeah, I like that.
And we were just very ready to get out of there. We're going to Disney. After after Disney Springs was the Rainforest Cafe just outside of Animal Kingdom, and they had a breakfast menu, which means I didn't have to eat the normal menu for a day. We got breakfast sandwiches. They were pretty good. Ted got a Bloody Mary at 9 a.m. before we walked around Disney in the sun for the day. And then we just had fun at the
That's a
park.
good time to
Did you guys
get
know
Bloody
that
Mary.
The Animal Kingdom park
Going
actually turned the Rainforest Cafe animatronics into like real things that walk around. I mean, the money that Disney has to make these animatronics. Look, it almost looks like it's eating off a tree. It was a really, really fun day at Disney, and afterwards, Chrissy and I got to go get some sushi, walk around the boardwalk, and I thought, man, this is such a great end to the trip. I had driven so much, we had accomplished a lot, and I just was ready to go home. Sorry, we're only about halfway through, but no, that can't. You must have miscounted. That there can't be more. That's too many. I'm already so fucking exhausted of this Rainforest Cafe, the safari fries. I can't eat a fucking another one. Let me just. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's. Oh shit! No! Oh god! Oh god! No! Don't make me keep going. Please don't make me keep going. Please.
Okay, Ted is in the shower. We have a big drive today. We are headed to the Nashville Rainforest Cafe. That's number 11. We got 2 days of driving left till we're in New York City. And then we start the final stretch across the country. Once we start that final stretch, I'll feel maybe like I'm, headed home and not trapped doing the dumbest idea of all time. Because I don't know if you watched to this point and been thinking, this is a pretty smart idea. But actually, when you're in it, and it's 3 weeks of your life and you miss your girlfriend and you miss your apartment and your bed and your life, it starts to become, what's the word? Stupid, fucking dumb.
Yeah, considering that
idea. So,
in its prime, there's probably like 40
I
of these
misspoke in
things.
the last clip. This is the 10th Rainforest Cafe, so set me back 1 on the progress bar. I was very low energy. It's the 10th Rainforest Cafe in 12 days, and also 11 a.m. However, Ted was not exactly where I was energy-wise.
Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness gravy. Oh, my goodness. Hot dog. Hot diggity dog.
Do you guys think that maybe I could ask the Rainforest Cafe people to dunk Ted headfirst in the tank and leave him there? Orty Mills was another Mills Rainforest Cafe. The mall looked near identical on the inside from like 8 other malls we had been to. I lost count. I don't even know where I am anymore. We had about a couple of minutes to kill, so we went into this Nashville store and tried some hats on. Wow.
Howdy, darling.
So I got the Turkey Club, which I know is a bit boring to get it again, but I feel like death today from so many Rainforest Cafes, so sandwich.
And my Turkey Club was fine. But before we left, I had something very important to do.
I hope that this is not
With that thing?
I hope this is not licensed music.
Ma'am, do you fart with that thing? I don't mean to be crass, but can I see your mud flaps?
Today, Ted and I have our sights on yet another Rainforest Cafe. I got to see this cat at the gas station. However, as you can see, I clearly caught this cat trying to park in a handicap spot. I got this on camera. I would like to press charges against this cat, or at least give him a violation. So we were on our way to Atlantic City, and something really, really bad happened. As we were driving, we passed over. I wouldn't describe it as a highway bump. You know those bits of the highway where there's a little bit of a guardrail and the pavement goes up like a tiny little bit and then goes back down? We went over it in the truck, and immediately the truck bounced like fucking crazy. Ted suggested we pull over. We pulled over to a service station in the middle of Delaware, and as Ted looked at the truck, he
that's not good.
realized that the entire body of the truck was tilted to the left. This does not look good. Now, I don't know a lot about cars or trucks, so as we went back into the welcome center to call AAA, we were both unsure if this was the end of the trip.
Yeah, I got basically going over. I'm on a road trip right now. We're going over I was driving my truck and we went over a bump in the road, and I'm 90% sure, based on visually looking at it, that the front left shock, like, snapped.
So we had to cancel our reservations in Atlantic City and stay the night in Newark, Delaware.
So the tow company told Ted that they can only fit one person in the tow truck. So I'm gonna Uber. I'm out in the rain, but I'm trying to stay dry. As Ted is over there with the Tacoma as it gets loaded onto a tow truck.
We're getting the car towed.
And now we're splitting up and we're gonna meet at the hotel. Feels a bit weird, but just bye. I'll see you in a bit.
Yeah, bye, I guess. See you later.
So there's only one seat in there. I can't go with Ted, but it feels weird to just like abandon him at the tow truck and go back to the hotel by myself. This is so stupid. This whole idea is so dumb, and you hear the idea and you're like, oh, that'd be so funny. That'd be so funny if we went on this trip.
Oh.
And then you're on day 13,
Huh.
and you're in the rain, and the truck breaks down.
Weird.
You don't know what you're gonna do.
Is it fine
I have
now?
my bag sitting here, and I will be heading to the nearest hotel. I need to call an Uber, or else I'm gonna be trapped at the Biden Welcome Center for the rest of my life. I don't feel very welcome, Joe. Delaware has not been welcoming so far, Joe. The estimate we got for fixing the truck was maybe around 2 days, which was not an option for us. Miraculously, the truck got fixed that afternoon, which was great, but the opposite of a miracle was us having to hit 2 Rainforest cafes in one day, 2 days in a row. So we quickly booked it to Atlantic City. We had mozzarella sticks and they were fine. All the food is fine at the Rainforest Cafe. It's all just okay. We then drove all the way up to Edison, New Jersey, to the saddest Rainforest Cafe I've ever seen. The employees at other Rainforest Cafes said this is the worst one, and you can tell by the sign outside and the mall that it's in.
The point of the project is someone got a dumb idea.
First Rainforest Cafe because I thought it would be funny, and
they're just like, oh sure, let's do
here's
this.
my hand for scale, and it was also super dry.
Shout out Wayne Gretzky.
Ugh. God.
The last little tear said everything, dude.
We went back to New York with Jakey and Fritz and had a great time, but got barely any sleep before we had to book it to the Niagara Falls Buffalo Rainforest Cafe. There we had a spinach dip, and it was one of the better things we had, but I'm so tired of being here. But at least Ted and I were done for the day and could... Wait, there's another one in Canada across the bridge? That's the Canada
It's the
one?
thing
There's
of being a
2 in Niagara
YouTuber
Falls?
is you
I had to
kind of
get
got
another one today?
it's a
Oh God, we gotta go to Canada now.
We were just
it's
denied
a
entry into Canada because we did not have the proper information filled out.
it's a game of
But we
chicken.
get it, and now we're doing round 2, baby. Round two.
My sanity is hanging on just by a
Yeah.
thread. So lucky for me, the Canada Rainforest Cafe at Niagara Falls was pretty good. Apparently it is the only privately owned rainforest cafe, and they had a shark in their tank. Ted and I had front row seats to these gorillas.
Cracker Barrel, so the thing with also the Rainforest Cafe is that at least they have this weird animatronic thing. Cracker Barrel's just another store.
The best thing that I've had.
Or another restaurant, rather.
Cafe. This feels weird coming out of my mouth, but it was a good meal.
And yeah, there's a shit ton of Cracker Barrels.
Really good.
Yes, the only privately owned.
I wanted to stress that it wasn't burnt. That was the glaze on the side. But this is by far
the other ones are probably
number one thing
franchised.
that I've had, and I don't think anything will top this.
Or they're-
So Rainforest Cafe, you did it. You made one good plate of food that I consider to be better than Rainforest Cafe quality. Will I give it to the Rainforest Cafe company? No, because this one is privately owned. So this really, the credit goes to, I guess, this one restaurant.
Yeah, corporate owned, yeah.
This is where I started to feel like I was living in Groundhog Day. We drove through more of Canada. We woke up. We drove into Michigan, ate at a Rainforest Cafe. We drove some more. We stayed at my mom's place in Chicago, but had to immediately leave to go to a Rainforest Cafe in Gurnee, Illinois.
So-
oh my God, I have to go to another one.
So the thing with this Gurney one actually is I've actually been to this mall. I don't think we ever ate at this Rainforest Cafe. But in hindsight, the thing that I remember about the Gurney Mills Mall,
Luckily, we were joined by my good friend
was
Danny Gonzalez,
that is
and I was
where
very happy to see him,
we
even
got
though I was
Forsaken
not
for
very
the
happy to be
N64.
back at another Rainforest
It is a very
Cafe
specific
already.
memory, but it's one that I have.
You buy me a souvenir?
Yeah, do you want to get one maybe that says
this
Danny?
one.
You want the?
I want this one.
I bet there's one that says Danny if you.
He
want
looks
it.
more. He just has that look, and also this is a very exhausting.
Ted and Danny were
This is
having
very
a pretty
exhausting
good
trip.
time. I listen, I can't do this anymore. I'm so tired of this fucking menu. I got the Korean spicy stir fry. It was okay. The rice was really hard. The chicken was dry. There was way too much sauce at the bottom. And when I went to the bathroom, there were animals there, but my monkey friends weren't there. My monkeys weren't in the bathroom. Do you understand why that's a problem? Look at them, they know I'm having a bad time. They're watching me and laughing, they think I'm a joke. Ted and Danny were having a blast. I can understand it for Danny. This is his first Rainforest Cafe. Ted, however, how is he enjoying this? This is number 16. So then we said bye to Danny. It was really good seeing him and headed for another Rainforest Cafe. The next Rainforest Cafe at Mall of America is the original Rainforest Cafe. The reason for all of this. And after driving 5 more hours, we finally arrived at the original source of the Rainforest Cafe.
I have been to the Mall of
My
America
final
one.
boss, because every Rainforest Cafe that has ticked a full year off my life has been located in a mall. And not only is this the original
I
place,
actually
it's
really
the biggest
don't like this mall.
there is in America.
As
This
someone who
fucking
does not like
Rainforest Cafe
ledges,
stood for everything that was standing in my way from
this is not a good mall for that.
sign again, and look at them. They're laughing at me. Maya, Iggy, Bamba, Cha-Cha, Rio, and Nile. They knew I was forced to eat this damn menu again. Stuff my face with safari fries. To have these fucking mozzarella sticks again because Ted ordered them for the billionth time. And speaking of Ted, look at him. Look at him enjoying himself. This is the 17th Rainforest Cafe out of 18. How is he not losing his fucking mind? All I can hear is the rainforest. I can hear the elephants when I go to sleep. When I close my eyes, I see them laughing at me.
What's the fight for this music, just out of curiosity?
Okay, so maybe I got a little carried away yesterday. Rainforest was kind of getting to my head a little bit there. Sorry. But I am happy to say that
Just the main theme, okay.
one Rainforest Cafe
Oh god,
left
it's in
that
Vegas.
I will ever have to go to again. But it's all the way in Vegas, so Ted and I made the trip across the country. We saw the Jolly Green Giant, who was very giant himself, but didn't have his own Jolly Green Giant, if you know what I'm saying. The man's, he's got no cock and balls. We then drove through Nebraska, through the Rocky Mountains, which was beautiful. We then camped in the desert near Arches National Park, and on the next day, I woke up in the best mood of my life. Today was the final day that I would have to go eat at a Rainforest Cafe, and I even had the pleasure of meeting one of my heroes at the gas station. Hi, Lightning. I'm a big fan. So as we arrived to Vegas, I was on top of the world. We got into an Uber and headed for the final Rainforest Cafe. Ted and I decided to celebrate by finally getting the most famous item
so the
on the
cutouts
menu,
are on the
the
connection end.
volcano cake. Watching it arrive to the table
It's
was
because I'm
joyous
seeing,
as I could only assume
like, I'm not
looking
dropping
at your
frames or
child for
anything.
the first time is.
So it might be
I got a
Twitch's,
spoonful
on Twitch's
ready,
end.
and as it hit my mouth, it was very sweet. It was super sweet. But I didn't care because as I was finishing up, I realized that I was done. It was over. And the only thing left to do was say goodbye to all my pals. Goodbye, Gorilla. Goodbye, Bird. Goodbye, Tracy Tree. Goodbye, Gorilla. Goodbye, Monkey. Goodbye, Gorilla. Goodbye, Gorilla. Stepping out into the super hot Vegas air was one of the best feelings I've ever felt in my life. 3 whole weeks, 18 Rainforest cafes checked off the list. Ted and I had done the impossible, and I'm assuming we set a world record, but I don't know if there's a record that they were measuring for this, but I'm pretty sure we're the first to do this. So we had an incredible night in Vegas. We ended that night with a quiet moment in front of the Bellagio fountain, reflecting on the journey we'd been on. And finally, after 21 days, it was time to go home. Home sweet home. Oh, shit. So, I am now back from my journey across the country. And to be honest, even though this bit was very dumb, I'm really proud of what me and Ted have done over the last 3 weeks. We got to travel the country and see so many amazing parts of it, meet a lot of really cool new people, see family and friends. But I think at the heart of all of it, the big thing that shines through is the Rainforest Cafe. Not only is the ambiance of every restaurant incredible, but really what it's all about is the food. The Iggy's Piggy sandwich, the Mojo Bones, the Creole mac and cheese. It nourished me on the road trip in ways that I could only describe as food or in my stomach. So I have to thank you, Rainforest Cafe, for being such a friend to me during this trip across the country, because really, you were the best part of all of it. And on that note, I should say that I'm lying. Oh my God, I will never step foot in a Rainforest Cafe ever again if I have to see one of those animatronics or eat a safari fry again. The safari fries, they're just fries. You can't just put safari in front of something and make it a new food. It's just a fry.
So there we go. That was a pair of madmen going to every Rainforest Cafe in the country plus Canada. So the next thing we have up, actually, is another VHS weird thing.
No mug of ale for a weary traveler from distant Copenhagen.
And this also I had,
I can reward you well,
because I think
for
we
I am
stated
of
to Howard
noble
Johnson
blood.
at one point.
What? No mug of ale for a weary traveler from distant Copenhagen. I can reward you well, for I am of noble blood. What? No mug of ale for a weary traveler from distant Copenhagen. I can reward you well, for I am of noble blood. What? No mug of ale for a weary...
So I think this is a Gabal screen. This is one of our 420 games. Based on a Japanese musician. And Power Shovel, or Power Diggers. This game is actually very good. I want to say this has like a 6? I can understand why, but this plays better. Like, it has a weird control scheme. So the thing is, there's like a little area that you're supposed to drop them in. Keep ambitious. Okay, so hotel chain Howard Johnson, for some reason, in the 90s, paired up with Sega.
afternoon, sir. Welcome to Howard Johnson. Here, let me take those.
To produce this nightmare.
Right this way. Did you know, sir, that Howard Johnson is the official hotel for Sega video game fun, and the kids can play free game gear all summer long?
I had this on VHS. It came in a blue VHS.
Hotels. Call hotel for details. And you know, sir, that Howard Johnson is the family vacation hotel, and kids go Hojo with Sega. It's the perfect family hotel experience. Yeah. You're a video game fan. Well, that's great, sir, because I know you're gonna like it here at Howard Johnson, sir. And you know, we have all of the newest and hottest games to play. And oh, here we are, sir. Here. Let me get you a tip. A tip? Did you say a tip? Check this out.
In Marvel Comics X-Men, Games Master Legacy, the blue pentagons against the walls are transporters. Use them or you'll never find your way out of the danger room.
That sounds about right.
In
Oh,
Echo,
all
the
the
Tides of Time.
a lot of the
Use your
games in
sonar
this
map
suck.
To locate the 3 floating stars. Only these stars will open the wall for passage. In Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, use Pink Ranger's gymnastic skills to backflip kick the enemy back to their universe. Stand right beside the enemy and press buttons 1 and 2 simultaneously. It's a guaranteed offensive move that'll flatten the Putty Patrol.
Good afternoon, sir. How may I help you? Say, aren't you the same? Welcome to Howard Johnson, sir, the official hotel for Sega video game fun, where you can get free fun packs or a Sega game tip video. Would you like to try a Game Gear while you're here, sir? What? A Game Gear, sir. The top-selling full.
I appreciate this, the music, the game,
That's right.
showing up for like half a
During
second.
your stay here at Howard Johnson, where kids go Hojo with Sega. Well, not just kids. I mean, anybody, but mostly kids.
Why is it
You give a
flashing
try.
so much?
No, thanks. Just a room, please. Yes, sir. Here's your key.
Oh, huh.
But you really ought to take this game, yes, sir. I know you're gonna like it. You can play all these great games from Sega. Here, take a look. Take a look.
In Sonic's Robotnik Winter Zone, jump on the first icon you see to get the new jetboard. It's the fastest way to jump over enemies, zip through walls, and collect rings. In World Series Baseball, change the speeds and locations of your pitches in order to strike out the batter. In Disney's The Legend of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse, Mickey is tricked into a perilous quest when the kingdom is threatened by an evil cloud of darkness.
Sneak peek
As the
nano
temporary
regulation
king,
station.
Mickey must rescue the Tree of Life or all is lost. Sorcery, dragon combat, and cowardly King Pete keep Mickey up to his mouse ears in magical adventure. Venture with Mickey across the bridges of destiny to 5 magical lands.
Can I take your order, sir? Wait, you're the
Yeah, the
same.
tracking
Aren't
is
you the
off.
Same guy? The guy at the desk, you. The same guy, sir? No, I'm not the same guy. At least I don't think I'm the same guy. The same as who, sir? The same as... Oh, never mind. I just want to get something to eat. No problem, sir. Our specials today are the Sonic Salad, a Knuckle Knockwurst, a Shining Force Sandwich, and the grand finale, the Robotnik Reuben. Robotnik? Sonic? What are you talking about? Can't I just get a bowl of soup? No problem, sir. I recommend my favorite, the Game Gear Gumbo. Oh, and by the way, sir, did you know that Howard Johnson is the official hotel of Sega Video Game Fun? And I know, where you can get to play Game Gear for free. Whatever Game Gear is. Yeah, and I know, and free fun packs for the little kids, right? You forgot the video, sir. Video? What video? Why cool kids go Hojo with Sega. Sega Game Gear Game Tips video for gamers that you could only find at Howard Johnson. Check this out.
In NFL 95, an offensive air attack is essential to win. When throwing to a receiver, throw the ball as that receiver makes his cut.
Yeah, it's great.
In X-Men, Genosha is ravaged by war and is teaming with the Unforgiven. Jump on top of the open columns to find hidden power-ups or use Rogue's flying powers to avoid assassination. In Echo the Tides of Time, all new 3D travel scenes transport you to the next dimension, but you'll have to find the 4 transporters or you'll swim forever in this land of interlude. In Fred Couples Golf, the first Sega Game Gear golf game in 3 years, and it's a hole-in-one. Sega Sports and the 1992 Masters champion Fred Couples combined to bring you all the elements of real golf in this hot new Game Gear golf game. You can tee up against Fred Couples, the 2-time PGA Tour Player of the Year, or you can play as Fred Couples and drive the ball 300 yards. Fred also provides an overview of each hole and offers
I mean, at least,
advice.
I mean,
the 4 courses,
when
4
you can't get
levels
Jack
of
Nicklaus.
difficulty, spectacular graphics, and realistic
Yeah, I
shot
guess.
control make this a golfer's dream come true.
You see, Sega Game Gear Game Tips video is the perfect answer to the "What'd you bring me, Daddy?" question for just a few bucks or free when you bring your kids on vacation this summer.
From Memorial Day weekend to Labor Day weekend, a child accompanied by an adult staying at Howard Johnson has a choice of a free fun pack or Sega Game Gear game tip video. But without a kid, you grown-ups have to pay for it.
Who is that guy? Beats me. I thought it was with you. Anyway, time to watch this.
In Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, power up with Blue Ranger's special weapon to defeat King Sphinx. When King Sphinx is in a poised position, he cannot be hurt. For the special attack, press D-pad down, then right or left, depending on which way you're facing, and button 1 or 2 simultaneously. In Sonic Triple Trouble, in the Tidal Planet Zone, you must play as Tails to use the Sea Fox underwater. Go underwater at your first chance and go all the way down. Jump on the purple plunger to have an air bubble lift you up to a ring icon, and then use your Sea Fox to break through the wall at the bottom of the sea to grab more rings. In Ristar, catch a rising star. Ristar,
I've
son of a
never
legendary hero who's been captured,
played
is the
the
solar
port,
system's last hope against
the
the
Ristar
evil space
port.
pirate Greedy. Ristar must travel from planet to planet to restore peace to the once happy worlds of his home system, and finally free his father. Use Ristar's long arms to grab, climb, and swing as he battles through 6
I mean,
different
it looks-
planet levels
it
and a
looks pretty
cosmic
good.
bonus round. Discover new worlds and new creatures on each planet. Battle giant
This actually looks
purple
really good for a
elephants,
Game Gear
climb through
game.
an ancient pirate ship, and race for time against countdown clocks. Become a meteor, climb walls, throw
Wait, this is
objects,
the
and
sixth-
swing
wait,
from
this can't be
trees
the
like
Game Gear
no other
version.
star has ever done before.
Sheesh, maybe if I take a
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, wait a minute, that can't be it.
Sonic salads, game clipper, Robotniks. Jeez, they're all not.
Yo, excuse me, sir. Like, are you on your way to the pool? Yeah, I thought Whoa, dude, chill. Like, all I wanted to know is if you're going to the pool. You're just like the others. I mean, I'm the pool tenant, dude. Here for your convenience. Bummer. Would you like a towel? No, thanks. I already have a towel. So, like, how about this way cool Game Gear?
I don't want to play your Game Gear. I just want to go for a little swim, okay? Just a little swim.
Like, what about your kids, Dad?
My kids? What do my kids have to do with it?
I have no
If
idea.
your kids were here, dude, you get to play Game Gear for free. Get free fun packs or get a cool game tips video with game tips that rule. Check it out.
I appreciate this man.
In World Series Baseball, use the hit and run. It's a good way to push runs across the plate.
Is the tip just to hit the ball?
In Marvel Comics X-Men, Wolverine's adamantium gives him special healing powers. Energize your mutant powers while not in use to prepare for
I
Shinobi
mean,
Shaw.
it would have been
In Echo,
a number of them.
tubes are suspended in air. Swim carefully through them or risk falling through the gravitational pull. Locate the flashing stars to morph into a seagull and fly to new heights.
Great. Just what every X-Men game needs. Oh no. I forgot about this one.
Good job with those pillows, miss.
Oh, yes, sir, I will. You see, we promise to sleep tight, or it's a free night. That's our satisfaction guaranteed anywhere in the USA, Canada, or Mexico.
If something's not quite right, just let us know. If it's within our control, we'll make it right, or that night is free.
Well, that's very nice.
Will that be all, sir?
Is it done?
In
Okay.
NFL 95, if your offense
That
is
could have been
moving the
worse.
ball, then go for 2. Otherwise, kick the extra point. In Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Megazord's Power Sword may not be enough to defeat King Sphinx. Super transpose into Titanus to help knock King Sphinx off his feet.
Yes, and a ham sandwich, please. How long will that be? Right away. Thank you.
This summer at Howard Johnson Hotels, we'll take it easy. Your kids won't. You'll appreciate our comfortable rooms and courteous service. Your kids won't. You'll value our great rates and 600 convenient locations.
Service.
Here's your order, sir.
Sorry. Here, let me take that tray. Hang on, I'll just get you a tip.
Tip? Did somebody say a Sega game tip?
In Sonic Triple Trouble, the final fight. In the last round, you must outrun and outwit Metal Sonic and Knack the Weasel, and then hit the warm-up Dr. Robotnik 10 times. You can hit him on his sides or on top, but don't get underneath him or you're done for. Once you've hit him 10 times, it's time to move on to the final fight with the big doctor himself. Try to hit him twice every time he appears, and then get out of the middle of the screen to avoid his attacks. In Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, use Red Ranger's special fighting techniques and Power Sword to defeat the evil Green Ranger. Once he's been defeated, the Green Ranger will then join in your efforts to destroy Rita Repulsa.
Yes, could you please send somebody up to get my luggage? I'm ready to check out now. Yes, thank you.
Right this way, sir. Sir. Whoa. Oh, you're sure gonna be here with your kids when you get home, sir? Fun pack, Sega Game Gear game tip videos. Oh, and you can only get this cool Sega stuff at Howard Johnson. They're sure gonna be glad you
I
stayed
think it's
here.
just they couldn't
maybe you can come back. Yeah,
green screen
and
his
bring
thing
your
onto
kids.
it.
Hey, they could stay free, you know. Kids go Hojo, Hojo, Hojo. What is that? With Sega, the official hotel for Sega video game fun.
So, apparently there was like a volume 2 of this. I don't actually know if this is the same thing. So we might actually skip that. Oh, the tips are different? Okay, then we might actually just skip that.
Hey, you forgot your tip.
What?
Strange things may happen at Howard Johnson while kids go Hojo with Sega. Even an unsuspecting, weary traveling father can get Sega-fied and become one of them.
Here it is, one weary traveler looking for great family rates. A business club where you can earn free airline trips and vacation, and the official hotel of Sega Video Game Fun. Now, little did he suspect that I was all waiting for him right here at this Howard Johnson. Welcome to the next level. Sega!
Great. So, let's see. So here's volume 2.
Right this way. Did you know, sir?
Let's see what the tips are.
Cheese Catastrophe, starring Speedy Gonzales. To rescue the first hostage, go down the third hole and head right until you see a blue key. Grab the blue key, then head right to the hostage. Remember, you need to rescue the hostage before you can exit the level.
Get ready to become the Phantom 2040. In the jungle level, make sure you find the bullet power-ups underground. You'll also need the power of invisibility to survive.
I don't know if that guy's still doing stuff. I have no idea what his name is, so I can't look it up.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Okay, more Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. At least this rip's better, it seems like.
Select. Here, take a look. Take a logo phase. Press up. Down.
Okay, Lion King, Taz.
Press the D-pad in the same
More baseball.
before turning on the system. In the introduction where Knuckles picks
Oh,
up
hey,
the
an actual, like...
press start as he picks up the third gem. If you do this correctly, your green will come up. Was with you. There are several one-ups hidden in the first couple of rounds. D-pad. You'll just in the elephant grave.
I think the other one had captions, it was just really hard to read.
You wear the jump on.
Okay, so, yeah, it's... Oh, hey, it's Garfield. Okay. Well, that was that. So, let's end this with just a good old classic. With a good old cooking recipe compilation. Yeah, I think this is Dancing Eyes. It is a Namco arcade game. And also, what we're playing tomorrow. So I have tested to make sure. So Namcot was basically Namco. It was another thing, like if you're familiar with Konami and Ultra Games, it was another developer, quote unquote, that they used to bypass publishing restrictions. Or publishing limits, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so we're not going to have this problem because this is what happens with certain emulators. Yeah. That shouldn't happen tomorrow, because I've tested. And this game actually just recently got added to the Mister, the arcade version of this.
Hey, let's fight.
This is Kageki. This is a Taito arcade game. I believe it's the Mega Drive port.
Hey, let's fight.
That is a winner.
Okay, so this is a compilation of recipes that were done by one cooking TikToker slash YouTuber, B. Dylan Hollis. He is known for doing a number of very cursed. No, Kindiki is Data East, I believe. Yeah, so this is just a compilation of some of the recipes that you wouldn't think would work, but actually do.
Ambrosia from 1951. So mid-century America has produced many suspect salads, many of which continue to leak out of the angsty states of Wisconsin and Minnesota. However, ambrosia is arguably the one that started them all, the pioneer, if you will. And today we're going to see if that's a good thing. Start by draining 1.5 pounds of
it's all
mandarin
cherry,
oranges,
never mind.
pound of maraschino cherries, and 20 ounces of pineapple. Time for 1.3 cups of cream whipped. Keep in mind this is a salad. Yes! I like to whip cream by hand. It's a lot more intimate. Now in goes 1/2 cup of sour cream and 1/2 cup of coconut. Chop the cherries and 1 cup of walnuts. Sure. Walnuts aren't my favorite, but I've been known to never turn down a nut. In goes the cherries, pineapple, mix. Just like me, the mandarin oranges are a delicate fruit, so they go in last. You know, this actually looks pretty good. To the fridge. Once you're ready to serve, you fold in 2 cups of marshmallows. To the salad. This has to be the most 50s thing ever. You know what? I like this one. It's quite pleasant. Anzac biscuits from the Great War. In Australia and New Zealand, this recipe is actually protected by law. Bake it wrong, to jail! I mean, not really, but you wouldn't want to get them angry. They have kangaroos. 1 cup of oats. I love oats. They taste like grandparents. I mean, they don't taste like... You know what I mean? 1 cup of flour. Then 1 cup of desiccated coconut. Not shredded, not sweetened. I'm talking dried flakes. Gonna need some head and shoulders for that. 3/4 of a cup of sugar. Now into a saucepan goes 10 tablespoons of butter. I did have to convert this entire recipe from grams into freedom units. Then a 1/4 cup of golden syrup. Once the butter melts, we remove and add a teaspoon of baking soda. This is weird. It's foamy. Mix. 350 for 12 minutes. Oh, boy, howdy. Crispy but chewy. Good biscuit. Apple cider cookies from 1973. Yes, we humans have been baking with apples since the first time somebody baked with an apple. And today we're going to be continuing that tradition. Start with 3/4 of a cup of butter. That's a lot of butter, Miss Pillsbury. 1 cup of brown sugar. 1/2 cup of sugar. Sugar. Full disclosure, I picked this recipe because it looked good. I don't always like to destroy my taste buds, you know. Butter go 1 egg. Now for 2 cups of flour. Pinch of salt. Teaspoon of floof soda. That's baking soda. And apple pie spice. What's apple pie spice? Let me tell you. 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, allspice, ground ginger, ground cardamom, and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Oh dear, it's gonna be a little cinnamon heavy. Now we finally chop an apple of our choosing. I chose this one to die. 1/4 cup of apple cider. Get in. It's not November yet, so we're cleared for some optional nuts. Mix. Chill time. 350 for about 17 minutes. Hello, little one. It's time for icing. 3 tablespoons of melted butter. 1/3 of a cup of cider. Then we add powdered sugar until it's thick. Oh yes, you will love these. They are the taste of the season. Avocado bread.
There you go.
73.
Sorry, I had to step out real quick.
Before millennials discovered avocado on toast, their forefathers wanted to skip a few steps and just put the avocado directly in the bread.
Yeah, these I love these recipes.
Back then. We begin with 2 very ripe avocados. Time to open you up. Good morning. Now in goes 3/4 of a cup of sugar. So the avocado is the only source of fat in this recipe, so instead of creaming sugar into butter, we're just creaming the fruit, which is something I happen to be familiar with. Time for 3... Well, 3 eggs. Beat thoroughly. For the dry ingredients, we mix together 2 cups of flour with 1.5 teaspoons of floof powder. That's baking powder. Combine the 2, fold.
Let me turn that down just a smidge.
Guacamole. 350 for about 45 to 50 minutes. Whoa, look at how good it looks. Woo! No way. Woo! This tastes amazing. I'm so confused. Because there's no butter, there's no oil, there's no milk, just fruit. Avocado ice cream from 1947. This is fascinating because it seems chronologically wrong to find this in a 1940s cookbook, which means it must be pretty special, or that time-traveling keto athleisure influencers exist. You know, people who follow strange concepts like exercise. Into a saucepan goes a 1/2 cup of sugar, a pinch of salt, and 2 cups of milk. Moon juice! Now we scald this, so bring it to a simmer, but not a boil. Fire! Into a separate bowl goes 2 eggs. Beat. While whisking, we cook the eggs by slowly pouring in the hot milk. In goes a cup of heavy cream and 2 avocados mashed. I'm going to force mine through a sieve. And finally, the juice of a lemon. Beat thoroughly. Just freeze until firm. Good morning. Am I really about to have ice cream for breakfast? It's destiny. Whoa, yes, that works. It's really quite nice. It is a bit icy, more of a sherbet, but it's a no churn, so I can't complain. It is a lovely, delicate taste. An avocado pie from 66. Graham cracker crust. 5 tablespoons of melted Paula Deen. Unsalted. She must be in a good mood today. Dash of sugar. I don't know how big your dash is. Remember the edges, Dylan. The edges! Blind bake the shell for 15. Avocados. 3. Ooh, it's a boy. Delicious. Howdy. Cream cheese. Sweetened condensed milk. This is from 1938. It's only electrocuted me twice. Woo! Yes, sir. You need the juice of 2 limes. Woo! Smells like the war. Chill time. Good morning. You know what?
Looks like a key lime
Something
pie.
for me. It's rather eccentric, but very smooth and quite light. That right there is a summer pie. A bean pie from the 1920s. Beans, you heard me. Now these took a long bath last night. Good night. Good morning. Time to cook them. Fire! Pastry!
Yes.
Gotta use your fingies. Thank you for cooperating today. Bean rebellion! 2 cups of flour. Yummy, yummy. Simming mo juice. Eggy. How many? I don't know. It just says eggs. Sugar. Oh dear. 4. Did you just kill my blender? Hello? This is personal now. You swung first. Checkmate. Looks horrifying. Let's slow down for a bit.
Yeah, like...
Nothing makes sense anymore. Why are you good? You have a bag of beans in you. A carrot pie from 1919. Before pumpkin pie became king, people ate this. Now they're dead.
I try to wonder.
Reloading. I just love
Let me check something real quick.
Time for pastry. Welcome to the world. It's awful. Get in, please. Get in the pan. Get in! Moo juice. Only a half cup of sugar. It's time for some eggy ginger. Simming. Time's up. Combine all ingredients except for pie shell. Were you really worried that I was gonna mix in a fully constructed pie shell into this? I'm a fool, not an idiot. This is frighteningly liquid. Who are you? Fascinating. Hold on. It's a pumpkin pie imposter. Bit chewier, but elsewise lovely. A chocolate beet cake from '66. Now look, I'm no stranger to cakes.
See, I'm not sure.
Ingredients, but
Let's
I think the
do
use
this so that I can...
is the most
Does it have...
unorthodox. We start by blending our 15-ounce.
Okay, good. Someone did. Thank you, Embotronic, for...
Now into a bowl goes a half cup of vegetable oil.
Okay.
1.5 cups of
Does this
sugar,
have...
3 egg
Okay, this doesn't have... Okay, let's do this one.
It's next. A chocolate mayonnaise cake from '56. This has been my most requested cake. Of course, it's the mayonnaise. Flour. Sugar. Floofers. Today you will rise. Powdered cocoa. Why she smells like chocolate. Mayonnaise. And it's not just a little bit. No, it's a severe, unauthorized cup of mayonnaise. Cup of water. Honey, you can't dilute a war crime. You know, it's horrible now, but I hope it turns out.
Also, just slowly going over here
For the frosting,
and clicking on this video right here. You can't see my cursor.
Chocolate. Do you keep it in your purse? Hello. Maybe if I just don't think about it. Good heavens.
As I watch Roblox_oof.mp3 for the 20th time.
Fantastically moist. The chocolate is tangy. I'll concede you were right. A chocolate sauerkraut cake from '48. Thought this was a joke. Turns out I'm the joke. Sauerkraut, a whole cup, soak in
Yeah, that
water
sounds pretty
and then
good.
drain. Better. 1.5 cups of sugar. Cream time. You can use a mixer. I just do this to feel something. Eggies 3. Flour. Half cup of cocoa. Baking powder. Water. Yummy. Fold in sauerkraut carefully. Or what? I'm gonna ruin your disaster? Can a cake be tried for treason? In she go. I know it's open. Sleep tight. Wow. Bring buttercream and chocolate to a boil. Fire. Okay. No. Incredible. It feels like coconut. I don't taste sauerkraut. Either chocolate fixes everything or this is alchemy. Chocolate zucchini.
Okay. How about we actually do this? Let's see. Be Dylan Hollis. Let's actually go to this chain, because I think probably go for about 10-15 minutes. So let's go and poke around some recipes. This one just recently came out.
Boiled cookies from 1953. Now these were called boiled cookies because you boiled the ingredients. The 50s was a time of blossoming creativity. Today they are known as no-bakes, which is also the drug testing policy of anyone employed by the government. First up, we need a skillet. Do you all call this a frying pan or a skillet? I call it Steve. In goes a half cup of butter. 2 cups of sugar. Calories don't count on Christmas. Half a cup of moon juice. Yes, you can put liquid in dry measures. Volume doesn't change. Fight me. 3 tablespoons of powdered cocoa. Now we bring this to the boil and then let it boil for precisely 1 minute. Fire! You've never been there, have you? New positions are fun. It's boiling. Beep. Done! Now we remove from heat and quickly add in a cup of peanut butter, a bit of vanilla, and 3 cups of quick oats. Then mix, scoop onto wax paper and let them dry. They are firm. Judging by how they smell, I might be too. Whoa, man! They're like candy. Good cookie. boiled cookies from...
Also, I hate the UI for the shorts. I think that this was unnecessary on YouTube's part. Let's see. This one's always a fun one.
A Valentine's cream pie from 59. Now I can't think of anything better for Valentine's Day than a good old-fashioned cream pie. And this one features the maraschino cherry pastry.
It was where I was trying to look for specific
For the
ones.
pie pan, we're going to want a 9-inch. I know I do too. If you've got one, don't just force it in. Be gentle. Now whether or not to edge is up to you. Some people aren't that patient. Blind bake at 425 for 15 minutes. This finished a bit early. Happens to the best of us. Into a saucepan goes a cup of sugar, 1/4 cup cornstarch, 2 eggs, 2 cups of moo juice, 1/4 cup of cherry juice. Hopefully it'll be pink. Bring this to a boil and stir constantly. If your hand gets tired, just keep going. I'm single, so I'm used to it. Once it's thickened, we remove from heat and add in a 1/2 cup of chopped cherries. In you go. To the fridge. Next, a cup of cream whipped. Some people are into that. Now we get to top. That's always fun. I like that. Very sweet, but I like it. A Valentine's cream pie from 59.
Right. Let's see, what are some other... This one's good. Here's... We need to do a cursed one.
1961. In typical 60s fashion, we're using gelatin. We meet again. Nothing says salad like animal collagen. 1/2 cup of boiling water. Apple cider vinegar. Lemon juice. Bit of salt. In you go. Now we shred celery, carrots, and cabbage. Always wash these real good. Celery's just like your parents. Dirtier than you think. This was supposed to be a fun way to get kids to eat their vegetables. How'd that work out, America? Onion powder. Pepper. Okay. What's the point? A loaf pan? Really? I just love when my salad comes in a brick. Good night. Good morning. It's time for mayonnaise. What have you perfected? Garbage. It's cold, limp, and crunchy, and bad. A perfection salad.
Let's see.
A coal miner cake.
Coal miner cake.
A chocolate sauerkraut cake. An avocado.
See, this is also the thing where is it...
Peanut. A chocolate sauerkraut. A carrot pie.
Oh, is this peanut pie? God damn it.
A peanut
there we
pie
go.
from 1941. Courtesy of the Caro Kid, who I can only describe as an infant male escort. Ready? Work with me here. You need a haircut. Any big plans for the weekend? Whole cup of Caro. A cup of sugar. So you want sugar with your sugar. Diabetes go boom. Eggy shell. You didn't see anything. Margarine. Vanilla. 8 ounces of peanuts. All right. Stop looking at me. Avast. Oh, God. What have you done?
That doesn't look...
Demon baby! What did I do? It tastes like crunchy diesel. A peanut pie from 19... A 7-Up Jell-O salad from 63. Let me tell you, this recipe... Cream cheese. Gotta get you fluffy. 1/2 cup of mayo. This went downhill pretty quick. Water. Fire. Lime Jell-O. More like crime Jell-O. It's like reading directions to purgatory. Star of the show. Now we have carbonated mayonnaise lime water. Don't ask me how it smells. Gotta chill. Pineapple and maraschinos. Everything's so sticky. Okay. Cool Whip. 1, 2. Marshmallows. With the mayo. Walnuts. Unholy. See you later. Good morning. Woo. There's so much going on! Sorry, I can't say it's bad. It tastes like aggressively sweet fruit salad put into lime gelato. That doesn't make any of this okay. A 7-Up, a chocolate mayonnaise cake from...
Nope, we did that one.
Pie
that one.
A bean
nope.
pie. A pork belly fruit cake
Can I just sit... Oh, I can just sit down. Spam pie.
Vinegar pie.
Sure, let's do a spam pie.
Pie from the 1960s. A little late in the century for war crimes. Crust is saltines. Downshift. Butter. Eggy. Marjoram. Are you just making things up? Who are you? You know, I've never been particularly religious, but today might be the day. A cup of evaporated milk. Have you lost the plot? I feel like if I do this correctly, I'm gonna invoke the spirit of Richard Nixon. This ain't food, honey. This is a bioweapon. Cheddar, you're a monster. Liposuction looking. Decorate with almonds. Decorate? How do you decorate a tumor? He says, don't worry, they'll toast in the oven. We're not concerned about the almonds. I am in utter fear. salt! God damn! Yeah, this is severe. Tastes like an IHOP kitchen floor. A vinegar pie from the Great Depression. A modern take on home baking. Sir, your phone number is 4 digits. Pastry! This is my son. Get a little bit dusty. You're gonna want a deep 9-inch. Don't we all? Blind bake at $3.50. Eggy! No, officer, there's no shell in here. Sugar! Add your Paula Deen extract. So far, so good. Vinegar! I take it back. Wakey, wakey, time for school! A dash of sorghum. Well, I don't have sorghum, because I don't have a life expectancy of 12. Woo! That's the power of pine salt, baby. For thine is the kingdom. Bake to your liking. Sweetie, none of this is my liking. Don't come back. It came back. Nah.
Yeah, I don't like the sheen on the top of that.
This is what I'd imagine a toilet brush to taste like. A chocolate pie. A tomato. A soured, a fake apple pie.
Okay, you know what? Let's do this one.
A soured raisin pie from the Second World War. Now, I know this is going to be awful because it calls for soured milk, not buttermilk, not milk and vinegar. No, honey. Soured bad milk. Oh, she's thick. The raisins. Use butter pastry for flavor. Flavor. 3, 2, 1. Blast off to the toilet. A cup of sour cream. Disgusting wasn't enough for you. Call the UN. Add spices. Thanks for that. What goes well with IBS? Brown sugar. Smells like Normandy. Charming. Bake until done. You're a piece of work. Goodbye. The pothole. I should have gone to church. No. Tastes like a shower drain or a bunion. A sour a fake apple pie. No man this Valentine's Day. A water pie from the Great Depression.
Oh, does
no man this a fake apple.
Trying to find
Tomato soup. A chocolate
because he should have
a vinegar pie
let's see.
from the Great Depression. A spam
Okay, no, we're gonna go back here. Let me look up because I'm trying to find a particular video. Because now they're all listed as shorts. Oh, naturally, we need to watch this one.
No man this Valentine's Day? No problem! Let's make a 1950s candle salad. Start with 1 piece of lettuce. Oh, Betty Crocker, what are you up to? French Revolution, your pineapple. You could just use canned pineapple if you're a communist. Peel a banana. Betty, darling, put the banana in... You're out of pocket. This one's European. Insert. Insert what? 1 toothpick in the top. Add 1 maraschino cherry for the flame. Oh God, it's bleeding. For the candle wax. The what? And with that, your candle salad is finished. No shit. Doesn't tell you how to eat it. So I don't know if I need a knife and fork or I need to tie my hair back. Good morning. I mean, it tastes like a banana. Have a good Valentine's. Stay safe. No man this Valentine's Day? No problem. Let's make a 1950s candle salad.
Let's see. Is the eggnog in here?
Zucchini bread from 1960.
I feel like this will be a good wrap up.
Of good barbecue, summer salads. Man,
there it is.
Just not
eggnog.
Eggnog from 1895. So eggnog is already one of my favorite things, but homemade is supposedly 10 times better. Oh by gosh, by golly. We start with the yolks of 5 egg geese. Shave the whites. Then we whisk in sugar. Doesn't tell me how much, so I'm gonna use a cup. It's Christmas. Yes, I will be calling this eggy nog. Now we add 2 cups of moo juice and 1 cup of heavy cream to a cauldron. Sorry, my cauldron's in the dishwasher. 4 cloves. Fire! We're scalding, not boiling. Then we temper the eggs with about half of this mixture. And then back you go. Low heat until thick. Done. Strain it. Not today, cloves. Egg whites. Come on. Time for mixing. Just a touch of sugar. Fold, nutmeg. Now, if you're not comfortable with raw egg whites, you can heat this whole mixture back up, but it won't be as fluffy. To the fridge. Oh, it's thick. More nutmeg. Oh dear. This has ruined all other eggnog. Delicious. It's life-changing. It's Christmas. A fake apple pie.
And then I think is it Where is it? Is it in this? There we go. Christmas. Oh, here. There's 2 Christmas.
Mad about it. Christmas crack from the 70s. Now, if it weren't already obvious by the name, this recipe hails from the USA, where it is a Christmas staple. They do things differently around here. We start with a whole sleeve of saltine crackers. I'm guessing that's where the name comes from, which is disappointing. We line these up flat over some good foil. Now into a saucepan goes 1 cup of butter and 1 cup of brown sugar. Fire! We're boiling for 5 minutes.
So I've never heard of
Now
this.
pour this over the crackers. With the saltine. Oh dear. Then 350 for 7 minutes. As soon as these come out of the oven, we top with a whole bag of chalky chips. Then spread. Ooh, I see what you're working with. Then you can top this with whatever you want. I'm gonna use walnuts. To the fridge. Done. Hello. And now we crack the sheet. The name is making a lot more sense now.
Yeah.
Ooh. My
I wonder if you could use graham crackers
This is fantastic.
instead of
Christmas
saltines.
Fruitcake from 1900. So I've never made a fruitcake, but if you're anything like me, you are one. Start with 1.5 cups of butter and 3 cups of brown sugar. Half cup of treacle and 6 eggs. How big is this cake? 4.5 cups of flour, nutmeg, cloves, allspice, cinnamon, plus 1.5 teaspoons of floof powder. Get in. I present to you the fruit. The mix is 8 ounces each.
Yeah, it probably
of candied orange,
has the right texture.
cherries, dried figs, currants, dates, raisins, all soaked in an obscene amount of brandy. Look away, kids. Ooh, that hurts. It's been festering for a few days. 3 cups of walnuts. This is ridiculous. A lot of fruit, brandy, and nuts. Sounds like a good weekend. 300 for 2 hours. Done. Now time for a cheesecloth and more brandy. Well, there goes that. And now we just wait. Ooh. I feel like I'm exhuming a body. Hello. Well, it's very moist and very potent. Don't feed too much to Grandpa. He won't make it down the stairs. Love it or hate it, it's the taste of Christmas. And that's quite fine by me. Coconut ice.
All right, so there was that. I feel like that was a good cap on this little selection of YouTube videos. It is fun to do every once in a while. I feel like we had an equal mix of cursed and not cursed. Actually, it was mostly cursed, but that was a fun little set of videos and a good... Yeah, that was a fun time. But I think that is good for tonight. So, with that, let's go ahead and close this one out. As soon as I hit the button, there we go. So, thank you all for watching. Personal Twitter's at LoadedPuzzlo. Got Discord, you can chat with the community, take part in polls, and do other stuff. I do also have, yeah, that's what the Discord there is. Yeah, I completely forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, so I do also have a coffee, if you can help with, or I do also have a coffee if you want to help with hosting costs and various other things. If you want to donate, you can go there. I don't know why. Taking the weekend off is completely thrown off my rhythm here. If you're watching this on a VOD, you can watch this live Fridays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Saturdays at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Sundays at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Eastern Time at theater.hazel.town/twitch.tv/LoadedPuzzlo. I do also have a YouTube channel where you can find the VODs at, which are BeKindRewind.hazel.town. Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern. I actually don't know if this is going to make it on the YouTube. I will go ahead and try, and if it is, it'll be uploaded on Monday. If not, congratulations, you were the few people who actually you saw this live. That's probably going to be it. There's also a Media Dells in Hazeltown story, which you can find on the podcast channel, radio.hazel.town, or you can go to the YouTube, it's uploaded there. But if you go to radio.hazel.town, it'll tell you how to get it in your podcatcher of choice. So yes, that's that. Tomorrow, we are going to be doing Mazurna Falls, which is a game that takes place on Christmas. So I feel like we had to do one of those games this year. So yeah, we are going to be doing Mazurna Falls. And we're going to be doing it tomorrow. So with that, I'm just going to send you all to wherever you want to go. Because my people I normally send who are streaming are about to wrap up or done. So I'm going to send you all on your merry way. So with that, thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of whatever time it is we're watching. So later.